Welcome to this week's edition of Buddy's Briefings. We're coming to you this week outside of the Rayburn Building here on Capitol Hill. The Rayburn Building is one of three House office buildings. There's the Cannon Building, the Longworth Building, and the Rayburn Building. The Rayburn Building was completed in 1965 and was named for the former Speaker of the House, Sam Rayburn. It's where my offices are located. Also in the Rayburn Building, you got a lot of meeting rooms for all the committees, and it's also the closest one to the Capitol. It's a great office building. Well, it's been a busy week up here in Washington this week. First of all, I want to tell you about some legislation that I co-sponsored along with Lisa Blunt Rochester from Delaware. It's bipartisan legislation that creates the Essential Medicine Strategic Stockpile. I've always said there's a difference in knowing something and realizing something. We've known for quite some time that we're too dependent on other countries for essential medicines, but we realized it during this pandemic. Now, there are 26 essential medicines that come from other countries that we need to make sure that we have here for our citizens. That's why we created this legislation. That's why we're crafting this legislation to create this strategic stockpile, to make sure that those essential medications are available to our citizens. That's going to be very important. Also this week, I signed a petition, a discharge petition. That's a tool that we can use to override the Speaker. The Speaker is a very powerful position. The Speaker can control what comes to the House floor and what doesn't come to the House floor. But if we can get enough signatures on a discharge petition, we can override her. What's this discharge petition about? It's about the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP, that was so essential for our small businesses and that a lot of small businesses still need. There's still $130 billion left in that PPP. The Speaker won't bring it to the floor, so we're going to get a discharge petition and override her and bring it to the floor and open it up again so that these small businesses that need it so bad, they can have access to that money. Finally, I signed another petition. That is to make sure that the Democrats don't go through with their threat of packing the Supreme Court. Since 1869, we've had 9 justices on the Supreme Court. That's plenty. That's the way it was intended to be. The Democrats want to add to that. They want to put more justices on there so they can appoint their justices. That is ridiculous. It is not what we need to be doing. There's no question about that. It's not what was intended. We need to keep it at 9 like it was supposed to be. That's it for this week. Thanks for joining me.